Probably asking yourself, what is somebody from APOC doing, working, representing roof extender? Well, we also represent roof extender. So roof extender is Allied's baby. They came to APOC and they asked APOC if we would manufacture a private label product specifically for them, but they just didn't want an inexpensive private label product. They wanted a high quality label, private label product. Something they can offer, not just the product by itself as an individual product, but they can offer complete restoration systems for different types of existing roofs. So we teamed up together and here we are. But it is Allied's baby, and I'm gonna pass around some of my cards, or you know what, I'll just leave them here. You can always contact me if you have any questions. Or you can contact Leonard, Clayton. They're very aware of the products and the different systems. But if they're not, they contact me. We work as a team. As I was saying earlier, restoration systems are becoming very, very big. I mean, it's a very, how can I explain this? Property management companies, property owners, they're leaning towards restoration if the roof is a candidate to be restored. One of the main reasons is because 100% of their expense to apply a restoration system is tax deductible the first year. That's huge. When you replace and remove an existing roof and put a new roof over it, you have to amortize it for 38 years. So first thing to do is determine if the roof itself is a candidate to be restored. And once it is determined, you can offer a restoration system which offers a material warranty from the manufacturer and the contractor's labor warranty. Property owners, property management companies, facility managers, they love that they can deduct 100% of their expenses that first year. So therefore, a lot of them will lean towards restoration if it's possible. And I also mentioned it's a very, very profitable system, and there's many of them. We have systems with these products. We have systems that can go over regular built-up roofing, whether it be cap or base and 2-ply or base and 4-ply. If it's a candidate, Leonard, Clayton, everyone else in Allied or myself can suggest a specification that you can offer a warranty and take care of their concerns or their issues. We also have systems for metal roofs. We have systems for single plies, whether it be EPDM, TPO, PVC. So there's a broad spectrum of different systems that you can apply. One of the products that I was going to mention that you can use on these systems for your flashing is this roof extender tape. And as you can see, I'm just going to do a little demo. This is a regular plastic bucket. You guys are all aware that not too much stuff sticks on plastic because it's very inconsistent. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how great this product is. And there's so many uses for this. And then we'll go talk about other systems here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
So you're saying like with the restoration for it to be like a candidate and stuff like that. So what would qualify a roof to be a candidate for restoration compared to like the complete restore?
Well, what you do is of course you're going to do an inspection. If the roof is within 10 years and below, there's a good chance that it's a candidate. You always want to do some type of a moisture test. If it's a system that's right over wood deck and there's no insulation, the chances of it being a candidate are very, very high. But if there's insulation underneath it, then you have to worry about moisture being trapped.
Right.
But you can still consider a roofer candidate. You'll just have to focus on those areas that have the
leaks or
moisture,
whatever.
tear it off, rebuild that section, and then apply a restoration system over the whole roof.
Okay.
So the best thing to do when you see, and this is mainly for commercial buildings. You can apply it on a residential if you choose to, but it's very rare that happens. I mean, it's mainly for commercial projects. I'm going to apply some of this strength to the inside input around the holes that I created. And this tape is like no other tape. It has a technology that's called nano sealing, and we have a patent for that. Nobody else has that. And the way the chemist described it to me is so that I can make sense of it. He said, "Okay, Rene, think about a square centimeter. Now picture millions and millions of little suction cups. That's what nano sealing technology is. And nobody has that, only roof extender and APOC. I hope everybody can hear me. I'm trying to talk as loud as I can. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yep.
The only thing you got to be really careful with this tape. Once it sticks, it sticks.
Do you have to prime anything before you use that?
The only time there is a primer for it. The only time you need to use it is if the temperature is very, very cold. So you'll probably have to use it here in Denver during the winter time. But when it's warm, like today, you don't need the primer. And they do carry the primer in stock, right, Leonard?
Yep. Does it have to be clean?
It just has to be really clean. The surface has to be really clean so that it can grab on. And the smoother the surface, the better adhesion you're going to have. And I'm going to show you right now what I mean by that. The key is to get all the air between the surface you're applying it and the tape. So you got to make sure you get all that air out of there so you can get the best adhesion. Samples of the tape.
Yeah, you handed them out.
It comes in 4-inch, 6-inch, 12-inch, and we can also manufacture it in 36-inch if you need it. 50-foot lengths.
And there's also paperwork back here on the table for all three of the products, the black and the white and the fleece back, if you need something. It's up here.
Like Leonard mentioned, it comes black, white, and fleece. For example, you have black EPDM, you can use the black roof extender tape. If you have a white, of course you're going to use white. But fleece is the one that I would suggest on all the uses because you can always coat over it. And if you coat over it, you're protecting it. Therefore, it's going to give you a longer lifespan. see, I just put these on, and on one of them I just put, it's less than an eighth of an inch lip. I mean, I cut it too short, but I'm still gonna pour the water in there. And that's just me applying it with my hands. You can use one of those little rollers so you can make sure you get all the air off of it. That's a full 5-gallon bucket of water. You saw the hose that I put in there, and it'll seal up. But this is what I was telling you earlier. Remember I mentioned the smoother the surface, the better adhesion you're going to have. So sometimes, like for example, if you've got a single ply system that's very smooth, you'll be able to do this. But, you know, on a cap sheet where you have a hard time trying to get the complete air from that surface because you got all those little voids, there's a possibility it'll work, but I'm not guaranteed it. It's better just to apply when it's completely dry, that way you're sure it's going to work. I'm going to make the hole on this. See the water coming out, you have a leak. The surface is pretty smooth.
Water's wet. In the water?
There it is. So that's the technology that we have with this rip extender tape. Great product for you guys to have. You guys need to do some type of maintenance, or you got an emergency leak. Clean it up. Best thing about it, it's not a temporary fix-up. It's a permanent fix. It'll be done. Works on single plies, EPDM, TPO, PVC, built-up roofs. You can use it on stucco, brick, concrete. So many uses for this tape. It's a great product. You guys have any questions?
What's the warranty on it?
They offer a 10-year warranty on it. Now here's the same tape. This is EPDM. You got a seam that you know that's where the water's coming in from, whether it be EPDM, TPO, PVC. Here's the seam. There you go. You don't have to heat weld it. You don't have to use primers unless it's really cold. You know, you don't have to use the same product. It's compatible. And there you go. If one of you want to try to take this off, you're more than welcome to. It won't come out.
Sorry, take that off there. What if it was pouring down rain? Would that still work?
Somebody want to try to pull it off?
It worked in a
Go for it, guys.
Water. I imagine, no, I'm good.
You know, so all you do there, hold it, you're done. You're out of there. How much profit can you make out of a repair like that? Quick. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the different systems. On EPDM, we have two different types of restoration systems. We have a solvent base, which you don't need to use a primer, and the powder void. The product is a 900. It's a very high solvent product, so you're going to have a lot of VOCs. So many products that I have in my mind, sometimes I got to, This product here, yeah, it's a solvent-based product. This is mainly for single plies. The reason behind that is because of the solvents. If you try to apply this over a built-up roof, what it's going to do, it's going to draw the oils from the asphalt, and it's going to start tobaccoing. It's going to start turning yellow on you. And it's more of a cosmetic issue, but of course your customers are going to say, man, that looks horrible. So that's why I don't recommend using a solvent base or this 900 over a built-up roof. Mainly for PVC, TPO, and EPDM. One of the things that you always want to do, especially on PVC, is you want to do a pull test to make sure that you're going to get proper adhesion. The reason being is PVC is very inconsistent. You might have an area that you have good adhesion. At this point, you move over 2-3 feet, and you might not have that same adhesion. So you want to do a few pull tests. And I'm going to demonstrate what a pull test is. Do you have any 4-inch polyester fabric? Okay. I'll demonstrate it so you guys know what I'm talking about when it comes to pull tests. But in the meantime, this product has 91% reflectivity. It's Title 24 compliant. Not very many products out there are over 88%. It has an 89% emissivity, so that means as soon as the UV rays hit, 89% of them jump right back up, so it's protecting the actual roof system. It gives it more of longevity as far as life. Now this is what's very neat about this product. It has 7 to 750% elongation. So it will expand and contract with all the movement that single plies have. So when you're walking over it, you're not going to worry about the product cracking. It's going to stay intact for many, many years. Now it does have xylene, so you have to be very careful with this product. Which means the way you apply this is you have to apply it at a 1/2 gallon per 100 square feet of first coat. The reason is because if you put too much, you're going to have the whole EPDM or PVC single ply, it's going to bubble up. It's okay, eventually it'll go away, it's a cosmetic issue, but it's a reaction to the products that are in it. So that's why you got to start minimal, half a gallon per 100 square feet, and then a gallon on your second coat per 100 square feet, and a gallon on your third coat. 100 square feet. And that system right there, you can offer a 10-year warranty. This also will seal any little pinholes that you have on the field. So I'm going to open it up. I'm going to do a little section here with the 900. This is the solvent base. This has been here for a while. How long has this been here?
About a year.
It's been here about a year, so. This type of product, being that it's solvent, it's okay, but you still need to mix it a lot. If it was a water-based product, most water-based products have a 1-year shelf life. So after a year, you're gonna get a lot of clumps in there. They might start separating on you. So it's very important that when you do have a project that you're going to go with a water-based system,